Hello my succulent friends, I'm back. I've done my shopping like a good domestic goddess. I got some supplies for the household. Anyway, I was able to lift this up on the table. It is really heavy. That's how I get my workout, moving pots around. Anyway, we'll see what this Lazy Susan's capabilities are, because this is very heavy. It seems like he'll manage just fine. So it's late afternoon, and while I've got some daylight, I thought I'll get a closer look and probably pull out a lot of leaves, because that is my therapy. And I don't know, just feel it out. That might be all I'm going to do to it. Right, switched camera angles. I'm just all so professional. I've got camera angles and everything. No, jokes, but I can't believe I use that term. Actually, this pot is so big, trying to get the angle and getting it all in frame was a bit of a challenge, and I think this is the best I can do. So, oh, let's start with this lovely red one. Does anyone recognize it? It is the same one from yesterday's video. Remember these? That's one of those pups from a previous season. And oops, oh, I got a cap on. My cap beak just tapped the the frame. Oh dear. All right, I'll turn it around like I'm in the hood. Okay. Yeah, I'm not showing you. I'm not turning the camera on me. Even though I did do my makeup and I've done my hair, but no. Anyway, all right. So, you guys, I can't show you everything I'm doing, but I'll just have a chat while I do my thing. Can't see any mealies in there. That's a really good sign. Yeah, and Evelyn sent a nice comment in response to me talking about my front garden and doing some before and after videos, which I have contemplated. But Evelyn, the internet is forever. And I just can't represent like that. Really, I can't. It's so neglected, mainly because it's been summer, and I wasn't as enthused as previous years to get out there and work on it and maintain. It's probably because I've been piss farting around down here more. Certainly nicer under the pergola than in the direct sunlight. But last night, in the evening after dinner, I did go out there with my scissors. That's why I got those flower blooms. And I started cutting off some extra growth, not off my succulents, off my dieties, because my dieties have flowered a lot, and they've got those big seed pods hanging off. So I was just trimming off a lot of that. You get that satisfaction when you hear that click, the click in the secateurs, when it cuts through, chop, 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 chop. It was great. Wow, there's a lot of dry stuff in between rosettes. You don't have to do this, you can't even see them, but my personality is, I know they're there, and I can't deal. I'm not OCD in anything in my life. I'm actually quite lazy. Well, not like other people. I know other people are really much more pedantic about stuff around their house than I am, but when it comes to my succulents, something weird kicks in my brain, and I don't like all that dry stuff. It's a good opportunity to look between things too and see if you can spot mealies or, caterpillar damage, that sort of thing. Yeah. So there's quite, and this detritus, I think they call it, you know, it gets in the way when the water, you know, if you're a type of person who allows rain to water your plants, I'm that type of person. Works well for our weather here. Victoria gets a lot of rain. In winter I never water. Anyway, so the water can't sort of make its way down to the roots very well when everything's really condensed. And then you combine manky leaves in the way, then they start to get wet and yucky. I use that word a lot. And so when they're wet, they can hit the other parts, good parts of your succulents, and you know. So there is a benefit to doing this. And often when you pull it out, that's when you might discover a mealy nest, and you can get on top of it quickly before, you know, you definitely know you got them and you got an infestation sort of thing. So there we go. I might just move on from that. I suspect some of you find this therapeutic. I hope so, because it's very slow paced. That's for sure. If you want excitement, you come into the wrong station, the wrong channel. This is here, this is sweet. Can you see it? I'm just not exactly. Let's just pull that back a bit. This time I'm not looking through the camera lens because it's very high. This is a, oh there it is. I'm trying to locate it in the screen. That's a Echeveria Hira. It's, just waiting for the wind to pass. It's a Japanese hybrid of the, what is it? Is it the Kante? Might be the Kante or the Afterglow. Oh, they're all sort of interconnected. A lot of the ones that I have, Kantes, Afterglows, Hiras. Now I've got a few more added to my collection of recent that don't come to mind. But anyway, but this is a mealy magnet. This one gets it really easy. I swear there are some succulents that never get mealies. I just don't, I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Yes, so I'm pretty pleased. That looks okay. That looks very okay. Crunch, crunch. So I might get out to the front garden. The thing is, right, I live in a nice quiet court. For internationals, I think you might call that a cul-de-sac. And I know my neighbours pretty well, and most of them know that I'm the succulent woman. But to actually go out there and film yourself, it's kind of weird. And I get a little bit self-conscious. And this tripod that I'm using now, I've been very careful moving around these afterglows because it looks like there's some offsetting going on. Hard to say because it's very crowded, but I'll figure it out after I sort of get in there. Yeah, so the tripod. Yeah, this tripod extends quite high, so I could set it up on the lawn and actually get in there and talk to you guys and maybe get on the camera. But I just feel like a weirdo doing that. Honestly, I do. So I know my neighbours probably wouldn't even blink. But it's a whole level of discomfort I have to work through in my own head. So I did do a bit of a vlog series maybe last year when lockdown happened, and that really pushed me out of my comfort zone. But I did it, so who knows? Who knows? I know, what's that channel? That's channel Chuck and his Siescapades. That's another succulent channel I really enjoy watching. Chuck is actually from my part of the world. he comes from the same state as me. And believe it or not, I did talk to him once in a comment, and he lives about 20 minutes, half an hour tops away from me. So we're practically neighbours. Now, I don't know him personally, but he seems to have dropped off on his videos. He used to get out there quite regularly, didn't he? And what I love about him, he's so smart. And he's the information guy. He knows about species and names and all that good horticultural stuff. Unlike me, you know, he's the kind of video you go to and you walk away and go, oh, I learnt something. But he seems to have disappeared. After, once the lockdown first happened, we didn't see him as much, and I suspect his lifestyle changed a bit. So, you know, I got to represent. I got to represent Victoria, Australia, Melbourne. So I'm doing my best. I'm doing my very, very best. I do wish him well. Nice guy, really nice guy. Did some great videos too, and amazing collection, amazing landscaping as well. I enjoyed watching him because we were in the same climate zone, you know, so we were dealing with the same issues simultaneously, so it was good to follow along with him. Okay, so that's another channel that I like. I think I got a lot of the big dry stuff out. I've been looking like with eagle eyes, really going in narrow vision. So now I'm just sort of stepping away and seeing what's going on. I guess the showpiece is the AfterGlows, isn't it? You know, how could it not be? So we've got this head, and there's the flowering happening, which is just spectacular, isn't it? All those little tentacles coming out of it. It's very exotic. So I could trim it off, so we don't add to the attracting mealies, but I just don't have the heart, really. I don't. We'll just keep it a little bit longer. Seems a bit brutal, a bit mean-spirited. Oh, let me give you a beautiful flower. Sure, I'm just going to chop it right off. You really do have to in some cases. I don't know when the last time I treated this pot for mealies. It must have been a long time ago because I haven't looked at it this closely in quite a while. Oh, okay. So I want to try and figure out how many heads I've got in here. I'm so scared to touch it. There's one there. That's another one. That's another one. So 1, 2, 3. 3, that's the same. I should have a good look in here. Oh, it's amazing. It looks really good. Nothing. Oh, so lucky. So what did these go? We had 3, didn't we? 1, 2, 3. Talking to myself now. 3, 4. And is there another one tucked in here? Yes, there is. There's 5. Wowza. Well, my brain goes to my mind. What I'm thinking is, I want them. I want to take some. But I can't. Oh, does anyone else vacillate like this, up and down? You know, I will, I won't, I don't. I know, I'm not sure. Because I certainly am. I can't do it. I can't interrupt it. This is, can't catch it in the screen, not very well. This is a sedum, and it's dragon blood. It's beautiful, and it's a great filler. It creeps in between other succulents in a really complementary kind of way. In actual fact, I try to grow it on its own. I can't get in the screen properly. And it didn't seem to have flourished as well on its own. Just my observation, I don't know. But I do see a little bit of slight amount of mealy in the head of that, all of them. So just going to chop them off. It's not terrible. We'll treat it too, but they're going. Doesn't matter. This sort of sedum responds well to a haircut. Yeah. Can you see it? It's just little, very small amount. You guys must think I have mealies all over the place. You know, it's the season, it's summer. They're just more prolific. A lot of dry stuff too. I'm even tempted to pull it all out. Just take it out because of that. Whoa, yeah, there's a nest. It's coming out. It's coming right out. Where am I going to put it? I don't want to contaminate stuff. Hold on, I'm going to get a tray. Got my tray, and I pulled the frame back a bit, the camera frame. Yeah, that's gross in there. See, no good. No good. Out it comes. Might be able to rescue some bits off that, get it going again. Just get it all out. Speaking of mealies, I want to say one other thing that occurred to me. Lady beetles, ladybugs, they are a natural predator, and you can buy them online too. Now, you're asking, have I done it? No. Do I want to do it? I've thought about it many times. Been on the website a few times actually. Oh, there's rot. Got rot. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm really starting to deconstruct. Yep. And a little mealy. Maybe a couple. So that's coming out. So clearly that section's got stuff. Looks like a web. What was I just saying? Totally got bamboozled. Oh, ladybugs. Yeah, natural predator. Buy them online. You release them in your garden. And before I started systemics, that was what I was going to do. And then in the Google search, there was a link to someone's video or something about it. And so I went to that link, and it was a video about if you don't have lady beetles, ladybugs, whatever. Sorry, I've got to concentrate on communicating what I'm trying to say. I'm only half there with you because I'm looking in there. Yeah, so it's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Like if you release them and you don't have mealies, they'll just go where, and aphids, that sort of thing. They'll go where the food source is. So if you have a good environment in your garden and you have mealies, they should be attracted, the beetles should be attracted there on their own. But I don't see them. I think I've seen them once or twice. And then that makes me think if you see them, that's a sign you got them, because they're there because they want to eat that sort of stuff. And then I had thoughts about, well, if I buy them and release them and then they go, Like I think you get like a good bunch of them in one order, but you know, you could release thousands of them, $30 a pop or something, and then they F off. They bugger off, and then you're like, wow. But so that video was a deterrent. They were basically saying you should just have a good environment and it should be fine, or something like that. I don't know. So it put me off. But if you really want to avoid a poison like a systemic, then that might be an option for you. You know, it might be something you want to think about. I still haven't completely ruled it out. They are cute, aren't they? And they'd be kind of a fun thing to do. Releasing lady beetles into your, or ladybugs into your garden. Children would love it, wouldn't they? You had a few kids and had a day of it. Oh, here we go. There's a young one under there. So I was right, they are getting in. That's because I haven't treated it in a while. What do I see? I see a little baby AfterGlow, and I see mealies in it. Just chop it out. It's not a lot. I think for me, I'm pretty good at catching this stuff early. Yeah, that's a shame. That's not even worth rescuing. It's so young. It's just better just throw it away. So we've got a treat in there as well. Oh, just putting my grubby fingerprints all over the farina. It occurred to me some people don't know what farina is. Farina is that lovely powdery stuff that some succulents have on their leaves. And once you mark it, you'll rub it off and it's gone. The only way you can, you know, the only thing you can do is let it grow out. But, and I guess if you really want to keep it pristine, watering from below might be an option, because heavy rainfall can blemish it. Not all the time. Sometimes. Well, there you go. I don't really spot anymore, but I think I'll call that a day for today, and we'll definitely put some systemics in there for sure. I've got to go and cook dinner. It's probably getting about that time. Alright, so we've done stage 1. We've had a look. We've figured out there is a few, and we need to do some treating, and that's probably about it. I'll probably just trim all this stuff up. Oh yeah, I was such a sneaky little girl. Well, I'm not little girl, I'm 48. I was a sneaky gal, and trying to reach over. I stopped by Bunnings near the supermarket and I bought this pot. I was hoping for some bargains, there wasn't. And I bought a white pot as well. Just a plain white pot. I figured they're going to come in handy with these impulse buys I've just had on my online shopping. I need to put them somewhere, don't I? Alright. Ciao, ciao. I wanted to sincerely thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribed to my channel. Also, you can find me as S's for Succulents on my Instagram and Facebook page, where I post daily photos with tips and information. So come and hang out with me there. It's a great place to chat and connect. Thank you.